What if I told you that ancient relics discovered on opposite sides of the globe hold uncanny resemblances, as if bound together by an invisible force? These artifacts, separated by vast oceans and millennia, hold the key to a truth that has been kept hidden, a truth that could reshape our understanding of human history. Join us as we embark on a quest to unveil the secrets that lie beneath the surface, as we strive to uncover the untold stories of our ancestors and the astonishing connections that have been deliberately concealed. Are you ready to challenge the conventional narratives and unlock the hidden truths that lie within the transatlantic ancient artifact connections? If so, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Lore Chronicles. Today, we embark on a mind-bending journey into the depths of human history, where conventional narratives crumble and forgotten truths rise to the surface. Throughout the annals of history, we have been taught to believe that civilizations across the globe developed independently, each with their own unique cultures, technologies, and artistic expressions. But what if there is more to this story than meets the eye? What if the ancient world was intricately connected in ways we never could have imagined? Picture this, a relic unearthed in the remote jungles of South America, adorned with intricate carvings and symbols that bear an uncanny resemblance to an artifact discovered in the far reaches of Asia. How could such similarities exist when these civilizations were seemingly worlds apart, with no means of communication or exchange? These artifacts, separated by vast oceans and countless generations, share striking resemblances in their craftsmanship, symbolism, and even their purpose. But how is this possible? Could it be that these ancient civilizations were connected by a hidden network of trade routes or even shared knowledge? Or does it hint at a grander, more profound connection that transcends the limitations of time and space? Could it be that these intrepid voyagers carried with them not just physical treasures, but also a wealth of knowledge, ideas, and cultural exchange? Imagine, if you will, the exchange of ideas between the great empires of the past as they navigated uncharted waters and forged connections that would shape the course of history. What if the ancient Egyptians, renowned for their awe-inspiring pyramids, shared architectural techniques with the ancient Mayans, who built grand temples that defied gravity? What if the intricate knowledge of celestial navigation, mastered by the Polynesians, found its way to the shores of ancient Greece? The implications of these potential connections are staggering, for they force us to reconsider the very essence of human civilization. They challenge the notion of isolated development, suggesting that the ancient world was a tapestry of interconnectedness woven together by shared human experience. But of course, this tale is not without its skeptics. For the very notion of transoceanic ancient artifact connections challenges the established order of our understanding. It challenges the gatekeepers of knowledge, daring to question the prevailing wisdom of our time. It is the journey that requires an open mind, a willingness to question the status quo, and a thirst for the truth that lies beneath the layers of history. How is it possible that artifacts from civilizations separated by vast distances, both geographically and chronologically, bear striking similarities and common features? Imagine a clay tablet discovered in Mesopotamia, adorned with intricate cuneiform script that mirrors the hieroglyphs found on ancient papyrus scroll from Egypt. How could these two civilizations, situated on opposite sides of the vast desert and with no known direct contact, share such a complex system of writing? Historical records provide us with glimpses into the interconnectedness of ancient civilizations, tales of trade routes spanning vast distances and the exchange of goods and ideas. Yet, the scale and intricacy of these shared features go beyond what can be easily explained by known historical interactions. Could it be that these ancient civilizations possessed a collective consciousness, a universal understanding of aesthetics, symbols, and cultural expressions that transcended their physical boundaries? Or perhaps there existed a hidden network of explorers, scholars, and artisans who traversed the globe, carrying with them not just physical artifacts, but also the intangible essence of their culture. All right, let us begin our journey by examining the exquisite pottery that has withstood the test of time and serves as a testament to the artistic prowess of ancient civilizations. From the delicate beauty of Greek amphorae to the intricately painted vessels of the Moloch Temple in Peru, we encounter striking resemblances that defy geographical boundaries. The patterns, motifs, and even the techniques employed in their creation bear a striking resemblance, suggesting a shared artistic language that transcends continents. But it is not only the realm of pottery that offers glimpses into the interconnectedness of ancient cultures. Tools, the very instruments that shape civilizations, also hold secrets waiting to be unveiled. The precision of stone tools found in both the ancient Inca empires and the indigenous tribes of North America raises intriguing questions about the exchange of knowledge and the possibility of shared techniques across vast distances. How did these distant cultures develop similar methods of crafting tools that served fundamental purposes in their respective societies? Symbols, those enigmatic forms of communication that transcend language barriers, also offer clues to the interconnectedness of ancient civilizations. From the detailed carvings on the ancient Mayan temples to the mystical symbols adorning the walls of Egyptian tombs, we encounter striking similarities that hint at a universal language of symbolism. Could it be that these ancient cultures shared a common understanding of the cosmos, the spiritual realm, and the human experience? Within the vast array of ancient artifacts that have captivated the world, several stand out for their uniqueness, intrigue, and ability to shed light on previously unknown aspects of our history. One such artifact is the imposing and enigmatic colossal heads of the Olmec civilization. These massive stone sculptures, weighing more than a full-grown elephant, depict surly men with distinctive facial features and unique headdresses. Discovered in various locations outside the Gulf of Mexico, these heads have sparked debates among scholars, raising questions about their purpose and the identities they represent. Moving to the ancient city of Athens, Greece, we encounter the awe-inspiring Parthenon, a testament to the glory and pride of the Athenian state. Built on the Acropolis between 447 and 432 BC, this architectural marvel dominates the cityscape and serves as a symbol of ancient Greek civilization. Its grandeur and meticulous craftsmanship continue to captivate visitors, offering a glimpse into the artistic and cultural achievements of the time. Delving back into the realm of written language, we encounter the Rosetta Stone. I did a video on that not too long ago. A bilingual inscription that played a pivotal role in deciphering Egyptian hieroglyphs, discovered by French soldiers during Napoleon's campaign in Egypt in 1799. This artifact eventually found its way to London, its inscription written in 3 scripts: hieroglyphs, Demotic script, and ancient Greek, enabled scholars to unlock the mysteries of ancient Egyptian writings, opening a window into the rich history and culture of this ancient civilization. Again, see my previous video. Another fascinating artifact is the Flood Tablet, the 11th tablet of the Gilgamesh epic. This cuneiform tablet describes a flood sent by the gods to destroy the world, similar to the story of Noah's Ark. I've also done a video on Gilgamesh. You'll want to watch that too. The discovery of this tablet provides insights into the ancient Mesopotamian belief systems and their understanding of the world's creation and destruction. Venturing into the fun realm of ancient technology, we encounter the Antikythera mechanism. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's a remarkable device discovered in a shipwreck off the coast of the Greek island of Antikythera. I think that's how it's pronounced. Somebody help me with that. But it's considered one of the most complex ancient mechanical devices. It was used to track celestial movements and calculate astronomical events. This intricate mechanism, dating back to the 2nd century BC, showcases the advanced knowledge and scientific achievements of the ancient Greeks. I believe they knew way more than what science today tells us that they knew. That's just has to be true, in my opinion anyway. But these are just a few examples of the famous ancient artifacts that have captured the imagination of historians, archaeologists, and enthusiasts alike. Each artifact offers a unique glimpse into the lives, beliefs, and achievements of our ancestors, expanding our knowledge and challenging our understanding of the ancient world. They serve as tangible links to our shared human heritage, reminding us of the remarkable ingenuity and creativity that has shaped our civilization throughout the ages. We come to understand that these artifacts are not mere coincidences or isolated fragments of a greater narrative. They speak of a world where ancient peoples, separated by vast distances and seemingly insurmountable obstacles, were connected through intricate networks of trade, exploration, and intellectual exchange. The implications are staggering. The similarities in pottery, tools, symbols, and even architectural techniques suggest a level of interconnectedness that challenges the traditional narratives of isolated development. We've explored several of those already. It becomes apparent that these ancient civilizations were not confined to their respective corners of the world. Instead, engaged in a global dialogue of ideas. It seems that way. We have cultural expression and shared knowledge that seem to have transcended geographical boundaries. The implications extend beyond mere historical curiosity. They force us to question our understanding of the human experience and the nature of civilization itself. How could all of these things happen at the same time that look very similar? There had to be some sort of beginning or genesis. What does it mean for our perception of cultural uniqueness and the concept of progress when we discover that ancient peoples were capable of such intricate connections across time and space? Furthermore, these artifact similarities reveal the resilience and adaptability of ancient civilizations. They demonstrate the capacity of these cultures to learn from one another, to exchange ideas, and to evolve in response to the challenges of their time. It is a testament to the ingenuity and collective wisdom of our ancestors, whose legacies continue to shape our world today. In this climactic moment of our journey, the implications of these artifact similarities become clear. They challenge us to reevaluate our preconceived notions, to embrace a more interconnected view of human history, and to recognize the shared heritage that unites us all. While specific historical references related to these artifact similarities may vary depending on the specific artifacts and civilizations being examined, there are general ways in which these connections connect to history. Here are some specific ways we can determine the connectedness between these amazing artifacts. Cultural exchange and trade. The similarities in artifacts suggest that ancient civilizations engaged in extensive cultural exchange and trade networks. These connections reveal the movement of goods, ideas, and knowledge across vast distances, challenging the notion of isolated development and highlighting the interconnectedness of ancient societies. We have stories that show us that there was at least some of that going on. I believe it was more than what the stories reflect. Technological diffusion. The similarities in tools and techniques found among artifacts indicate the diffusion of technology between civilizations. Ancient peoples learned from one another, adopted and adapted technologies, and incorporated them into their own societies. This diffusion of technology played a crucial role in the development and advancement of civilizations. Shared symbolism and beliefs. The similarities in symbols and motifs found among artifacts provide insights into shared cultural and religious beliefs. These connections reveal common mythologies, cosmologies, and spiritual practices that transcended geographical boundaries like all the other things we've mentioned. They shed light on the universal aspects of human experience and the similarities of ancient belief systems. Historical context and interpretation. Understanding the historical context in which these artifacts was created is essential in interpreting their significance. Historical context includes factors such as political, social, and economic conditions, as well as cultural and intellectual trends of the time. By considering the historical context, historians can gain a deeper understanding of the motivations, actions, and influences that shape the creation of these artifacts. Specific historical references related to these artifact similarities can be found in various sources such as encyclopedias, reference books, scholarly articles, and historical literature. These sources provide detailed information and analysis on specific artifacts, civilizations, and the connections between them. So the part that I like to consider is, what about the different cultures that did not evolve, right? So from what we've looked at today, we see that there are lots of ancient civilizations that seem to move at rapid paces that still seem to connect a bit, right? We've seen writings, we've seen some cultural things, we've seen different historical stories, right, that each civilization tells that are pretty similar, especially when you look at certain religions. You have very similar flood stories, which we've done a video on that before too. You have very similar ways that the earth has been created and things like that. And I have my own personal beliefs, and I've shared those before on prior videos, but you probably have your own. It's very interesting how a lot of these beliefs are extremely similar. But you still have the advancements of civilizations that seem to have progressed in unison. But then you have some specific pockets of civilization that didn't go very far, that stayed in one area technologically. And even when it comes to sharing their cultural beliefs and things like that, some that developed writing and then they moved on to other intellectual pursuits and aspirations. And then you have others that don't have any form of writing. Everything that they do when it comes to passing on their cultural traditions and things like that is due to oral tradition. I believe that this has a lot to do with what a society values. There are some societies that have valued in the past advancement. And by advancement, I mean challenging one's own belief systems, challenging the status quo. And you have others that have not. And I'm not saying that those others are necessarily bad. When I think of civilizations that have purposefully stayed, now I'm not talking about some random tribe in the Amazon, but I'm talking about even here in the United States, we have people like the Amish, whom I respect, by the way. I think it's fascinating how they choose to maintain a lower, what we would consider a lower quality of life, they would consider a higher quality of life. Why? Well, because they don't have to deal with the things that we have to deal with when it comes to our technology. Now, technology makes a lot of things great. I mentioned that on the last video. But there's something to say about that slower pace of life and what types of thoughts that you get to think whenever you're not thinking about technology, when you're thinking about your own culture, your own religion and family and things like that. So let's not discredit those civilizations in the past or even present that have chosen not to, as we would consider, evolve. Instead, let's just marvel at the fact that some did and some have other value in their culture and things like that. I believe that it's all very interesting and it all needs to be celebrated. Hey, if you found this topic intriguing, don't forget to like the video and share your thoughts in the comments below. And remember to subscribe for more intriguing insights into ancient history. And we'll see you next time.